Oh, how are you? I didn't know you were there. I'm actually writing my calories down for the day because that's what I have to do to keep such a svelte body that many of the women that are fans of Chutzpah adore. The reason I'm showing you this is because today I am heading off to delis, Jewish delis. Yes, I still yearn for a Jewish deli. Once a month, I do the ritual, I go. And by the way, not only do I go knowing that the calories are so against me, but I go and I'm a vegetarian and I still crave the deli. Knish, we figured, is about 100 calories an ounce. That could go up to 400 calories. I'm done for the day, basically, as you can see this. Why am I still yearning to go to delis? Just to show, even though I'm a vegetarian, I've got some Jewish deli street cred. I'm going to show you some of the items in my house. Okay? Well, I don't know. My daughter's drinking this, the Coke. I have a lifetime supply of U-Bet. There's not many houses that have a lifetime supply of U-Bet. Not necessarily every deli has this, but a deli that does have U-Bet, that's the real deal. In the refrigerator, Gulden's mustard. That's a real mustard for deli people. Jalapeno mustard. When you lived in Los Angeles as long as I have, everything is about Mexican food, including the mustard. I don't know how they moved in on mustard, but now I use jalapeno mustard. This is not a Jewish mustard. Smart Deli is the closest I'm going to get to fake pastrami, bologna style. Kind of works for me. You know, it's been so many years, by the way. I got my Bubby pickles. I'm always prepared. And my heart loves pickles, by the way. Yeah, working on the heart rhythm issues. So I'm prepared to head out to the deli. I got my fake bologna. I've written my calories down. And I've got to find out, what is this about? Why do I go? Why do I have to go? What is it about the Jewish deli that makes us still want to connect and go to these places and eat everything there, even though we now know that most of it will kill us? I don't know, but I'm going to find out today. I'm heading to Langer's Deli. It's kind of near downtown. I'm taking the subway in Los Angeles, which is about as bizarre as a vegetarian eating Jewish deli. So, but I have to go. I have to go because this is what Jews do. I have to do my monthly ritual. My ritual? Ritual? Is that what I said? Ritual? I'm trying to give the kind of the whole deli experience by heading to Langer's by the subway because, you know, it's kind of a New York vibe, you know? The idea of heading underground, yeah, in a city where the ground's not very stable. Something happens down here, you know, I guess they find you like, you know, like 100 years from now, 200 years in the future. It's kind of like a Planet of the Apes thing down here. What do? You start with the credit card? Purchase new, purchase transfer? Tense. Wow, this is like failing at slots in Vegas. It's like a time machine, heading back in time. It's going to a deli, really going to a place, or am I really more like going to a time? What I'm trying to get maybe is that 1966 sweet spot in the Bronx. What did he say? If I could think of one place that I'd ever want to be trapped in, is an elevator in the subway. Very nice, very nice. Oh my God, we made it. This looks exactly like a deli that could have been at the corner of Lydic and Holland Avenue in 1965 in the Bronx. They've actually named, somewhere it's there, Langer Square. How many delis get a square named after them? I mean, how many? I mean, it's pretty impressive. I could smell the deli smell already. You know, when you get to a good deli, you could smell it before you even walk in. You got to figure there's some pretty good food in there. So we're gonna check it out. I've been kicked out of Langer's. Kicked out of the mecca of delis here on the West Coast. Norm Langer has kicked me out of his restaurant. We got into apparently a little spat over the service. Now granted, he had the flu and maybe I pissed him off by asking too much and he didn't get it. I don't know what it was. I had a friend I was meeting Sandy, and we were gonna have a nice deli conversation.
I'm about to get banned for life from this deli. I didn't even do anything.
I think I'm banned from life from Langer's.
I went to a kosher deli the other day, and we had like a 20-minute conversation on the difference between kosher meats and non-kosher meats.
And can you tell the difference?
I can, yeah.
What is the difference?
Kosher steaks and kosher ground beef is not very good to me. Is there something about slaughtering a cow in the most inhumane way that makes it taste better? I mean, they're getting murdered either way, so just murder them in a way that makes it taste better. I don't
Best. And I'm a New Yorker.
Oh, there you go.
I agree. I think that this is better than Katz's and
I can't even say anything nice now about it. I've been banned from the place. I'm a vegetarian, so like, really, what am I doing here? I mean, seriously, what am I doing? Maybe this is a sign from God.
You're like a recovering drug addict that hangs out on Skid Row for the ambiance.
Yeah.
This used to be my stomping grounds. Ooh, that heroin looks good.
We couldn't help but to walk over here to MacArthur Park across the street.
Isn't this like the scariest part of town?
I don't think I've ever seen this much bird shit in my entire life. Should we sit down or do we need like a tetanus shot? You see that Canadian goose? That's what I am now. I'm ostracized from my Jewish deli community because of this. I am now that Canadian goose eating with the pigeons. I have no home. I have no place. I have no roots. Look how pathetic that goose looks, all right? Where's the other geese? They're nowhere to be found because he's been thrown from his gaggle. And I am no longer allowed in the gaggle of delis. How long do you think it would take for us to score some meth? How long? Like, I mean, if we
90 seconds.
In 90 seconds, you and I could score meth. Really? So I have a much easier time getting meth than a hot pastrami sandwich right now, right?
I think you could get meth and a fake passport easier than you could get a sandwich at Lakers.
Have you ever been in a deli where you saw corn on the cob on a stick?
No.
Have you ever been in a deli where you've seen a ham sandwich?
Yes,
A
but
good
not
deli.
a Jewish deli.
Not a I'm talking a Jewish deli.
Okay.
Jewish deli. Have you ever? Can you order a ham sandwich at a Jewish deli?
I think you can at Cantor's.
Would you stop making?
What?
We're going to Cantor's. Ravioli. Can you order ravioli at a Jewish deli?
No.
All right, I've had enough of this. All right, well, thanks, and
Well, now we got a deli story.
we got a deli story. Don't go in there.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, that bastard. This is one of the great Jewish blocks of Los Angeles. It's Fairfax Avenue. And it really reminds me of my childhood in the Bronx when I used to walk down Lydic Avenue. It was glorious. It was unbelievable. The amount of Jewish food. It was like Deli, Jewish bakery, deli, toy store, Jewish bakery, pizza, bakery, Jewish deli. It was unbelievable. It was like a carnival. It was an endless food mall. But you did that then. And somehow Candace is still here. There you go.
Hi,
Hi.
excuse me.
Oh,
Oh, you can.
thought he was being rude and he was actually touching the mezuzah. Yeah, I did it too. Now I got his germs. Your Dr. Brown cream sodas. For some reason, that's the official soda of the deli. And here's your knishes, your pickles, all your staples, and your smoked whitefish. If I knew that I had, 30 days left to live, what I would do is I'd take all my money, and I would buy out this entire section. I'd put my head in here, and I would start eating my way right through the entire counter. I would. I wonder how far I'd get. I can't do it now because, as far as I know, I have more than 30 days. The cheesecake. When I was growing up, there was only one kind of cheesecake. It was just that. And now cheesecake has evolved. There's cheesecake inflation. And, you're constantly trying to, top cheesecake. So you have to put stuff on it. You have to put stuff in it. Here you got your black and whites, right? Kind of your staple cookie for your deli. But it wasn't my staple. My staple was the Chinese cookie. Weighs about a half a pound. That's the great part about it. It's got weight. You want your cookie, like pastrami's got weight. You got your cookies. Your cookies have weight. Basically, you'd go as a kid, you'd get the Chinese cookie, and you'd eat as quickly as you could to the chocolate dot. And that chocolate dot was like nirvana. And once you hit the chocolate dot, your deli experience was over. The chocolate dot meant you could go home. And then you were stuck with the rest of the cookie, and it was kind of anticlimactic, you didn't know what to do, and if you had an eating disorder, you ate the rest of the cookie. This is Mark Cantor. You are the son or the grandson?
Grandson.
You are the grandson?
Third generation.
Third generation. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Of deli people and of this deli, Cantors. So what do you think is the kind of the secret ingredient of how you guys have survived since 1931? What is it about this deli?
I think we put the effort in. We have some good recipes. We're here every day, family members making sure we make our own pickles. Everything we put love into it, and we make sure we do it as if we were eating it ourselves.
If you had to choose one, mediocre meat, great bread, mediocre bread, great meat, where does it all play in?
I think it's more about the meat and how you cook the meat, how you steam the meat, how you prepare the meat. When you get all done, sure, the bread is important, but if you have the best bread or a very high-end bread, it's only going to accent. It's the cherry on top of the cake.
The wait staff, okay? It can be in your face, and there's something charming about that. There's something, and it seems to be different. What is it about the deli that breeds wait staffs like that?
The waitress is like a pinball in the machine too, moving around, and it's just a lot of work. And they know their customers. You get a lot of regular customers, and they have an attitude, and sometimes it's a good attitude about it. And they're just like, what are you going to have?
I do really believe it adds to the charm. I mean, yeah, you might get a complaint here or there, but I think overall it makes it.
It's part of
it makes it special.
It's part of the experience. Frank Zappa once said he'd come and start a table with like 4 or 5 friends. He would go home and he'd leave the rest of the party there because they came a little later. He'd come back the next day, sometimes, and that same table would be going just with different people that he also knew. The table never broke because people want to come sit with other people they already know.
People come to a deli, right? Why do they come to a deli? You've sitting here your whole life. It's something more than just food.
It's the noises,
What am I
the
yearning?
noises. He came for the noises.
I came for the noises, yes. Huh, what are the noises?
You hear the machines running. You hear the bakery cutting the bread. All the different things going on. It's like Grand Central Station here.
Ari, hi.
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
All right, man. Hey, the deli guys are arriving. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Scott, how are you? How you doing? Good seeing you, man. All right. Welcome to the deli. All right. Okay. Joel, Joel. How you doing? All right.
You don't even eat deli. Real deli.
No, I do. I bring the fake meat. You know this.
Oh, I don't know that.
Really? Well, because I do it, I kind of secretly do it. I secretly put it in. You think it's the portions that keep us coming
I
back?
think it's also the vibe. It's like relaxed, but the food is good. You also can get basically anything you want. You know, they have almost every food item you can
Yeah, the
imagine.
menus. He actually said that he had to make the menu smaller, Mark Cantor.
Was the menu creating anxiety?
Yes,
For the,
I think
It
it was.
might have been. You're right.
I think
got
it'd
a
be
little-
way too much for Jews to have a menu that's too big because you get too anxious.
So maybe anxious is good and creates good conversation. You know, because you don't want to be too comfortable.
That's the other thing. It's a place where Jews can come and be loud.
Right.
You can't be loud at a lot of restaurants. People
Yeah,
get
what's
pissed
that
off.
about? When did everybody stop? You're not that loud, but
Can I get you started with something to drink?
sure. I'll have
You want a Dr. Brown's?
have a
That's what you
Dr.
gotta
Brown's
have.
cream soda.
Cream soda?
Is it okay if I have an iced tea? Is that okay? Iced tea?
Of course it's okay.
Yeah, I'm having
Did
a
you
Dr.
grow
Brown's
up
black
in a
cherry.
Jewish home? Seriously,
I'm gonna
what?
have to have water.
What is it?
What, you think iced tea?
What
There's
did
something
you
wrong
order?
with iced tea?
I ordered a Dr. Brown's black cherry.
My favorite.
Well, should I have done that?
Like,
Am I like the
delicious.
one person
Yeah,
who's
but
The
what was
original
it? It's good.
I
organic.
think so. You got? What are you gonna have?
Yeah.
What are you gonna have?
All right, this is what I'm
What do you
gonna
have?
have.
This is a big decision here.
I am gonna. This is so sad. You know, I thought I had it down, but it's pathetic every time. It's like if I'm gonna have corned beef on rye, and I'm gonna use this as the corned beef, then I just need rye.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'd like to have the turkey salad sandwich.
Turkey
On
salad
rye.
sandwich?
Yeah, on rye.
Turkey salad sandwich.
Do you want me to have corned beef?
I don't want you to have no, but that's what you're ordering.
Is that
What a
okay?
deli! You're not ordering the
Okay,
salad. I'm
for
the
dinner.
No. You can have the turkey salad sandwich. You can have the
Do
turkey.
you want coleslaw or potato salad?
Coleslaw, please. I know, I feel like a wimp.
No.
Sorry.
This is good. No, this is.
Can I get
this is you. I just
excellent
want
corned
you.
beef on rye?
He's getting
The
it.
tongue today?
No, you know what? I am.
Yeah, tongue. I've never understood tongue.
You know, it
I
is,
can't get that past my mind.
but it's delicious. It really
The
like,
word.
the
I can't
flavor
get
is.
past the word. I'm eating
Exactly.
tongue.
No,
I mean, we don't even.
The
That's
flavor is really good though. It's really like deep and rich and meaty.
Really
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, my
It's
dad
Cultures are
loves.
smart.
What is like a really kind of potentially gross dish that has like a cover name for it?
Carpaccio. Is that it?
Carpaccio.
Oh man,
Thin sliced
there's a
raw.
dish.
Sliced raw meat. You know, you
No,
don't think you mean raw
there's a
meat.
dish of tripe, which is like stomach lining.
Tripe.
Sweet-
It's like
sweet
made,
tripe.
Well, give me an
No,
example.
it's like a mushy like Eastern European
You know, it's
soup. It's
but-
kind of gross.
all right, you know,
it's like
interesting
tripe
about
and
tripe.
cabbage. and
Tripe is a cover name that sounds worse than the actual
Right.
thing it is.
Stomach lining is better than
Yes, give me some stomach lining. Would be better than tripe.
It sounds awful.
Seriously,
No,
tripe sounds
it's-
worse.
I thought tripe sounded like a fish.
That's a failed attempt. Tripe, yeah, if tripe was a fish,
Yeah.
yeah,
Is
you
it a
wouldn't be
fish?
bad. No, tripe's intestine.
I ordered this cup of soup and I ordered some chicken and noodles, and the entire
It's all
thing is like
noodles.
completely full of. Like I
Should
can't
we
even.
complain?
No, it's fantastic. It's a Jewish deli. Yeah, it's like I can't even get a spoonful of it. It's unbelievable.
So now let's talk about service at a deli. It's usually fast, right?
Oh, it's insanely fast. But it used to be all those old
Yeah.
Yiddish
what
ladies
about
who were like
Langers?
rude.
Oh,
Langers, it's fast. You like
Langers is
Langers?
pretty fast.
Yeah,
I
guys,
like
we-
Langers.
Yeah,
We got it.
I've been, I'm banned from Langers.
Are you banned
What
for bringing in?
happened?
You
Yeah.
brought in your food, right?
No, it wasn't that, but I can imagine him banning me for that. No, he went in, I interviewed
getting
him,
this look, he's
and,
getting
And he saw the
and
internet.
I brought up the wait staff thing that you just brought up, that they tend to be a little brash and the wait,
At
and he
Langers?
said, no, we're LA people. I was raised here. We're not one of those New York. Oh my God.
Oh, really? He said
And he
that?
threw me out, man. He threw me out. I'm done with this interview. You're out. You're out.
Wow.
And I said, what are you talking about? I was meaning that it's charming that the wait staff can be sometimes, authentically in your face, and it's a charm. It's part of the deli experience.
Everyone loved the salty waitresses. That was
Yeah,
the
salty. Thank you. You think I
was
read
the
it would
whole
have a
thing.
word like that?
Salty.
Salty. Thank you. Salty. Well, the food is definitely right. But oh my God. I'm banned from Langers.
Have you guys ever seen this? They put the lettuce on the chicken salad.
All right,
Usually delis they don't do that, do they?
That's a good
I
question.
don't know.
All right, I'm going to try this now. Here's me.
But Rob did not order the bologna with mustard.
Everybody got coleslaw with their sandwich, and
I got
I
potato
know
salad.
she didn't bring me coleslaw. She brought me the Russian dressing. Oh, great! I'll put some of that on. All right.
You done with this?
Yeah, I'm done with that. Sorry with the nap. I don't know where that goes.
He's the same, right?
Put that on the floor.
They're the same.
I'm having corned beef envy now. You know. Are you having it? Corned beef envy? Are you having that?
Corned beef envy. Well, you eat.
I should have had corned beef.
You eat meat.
I don't know why I didn't have.
How do you
corned
come to a deli when you eat meat and not eat
beef? I don't
corned beef from
know. For some
pastrami?
reason, I wanted turkey
I have
salad.
to. I have to question your Jewish credentials.
I know,
really
you do.
You
I'm in
might want to
trouble.
look at the birth certificate.
Always
He's
a reason.
leaving. He really left the deli.
He
might
has a
have
very important call.
I see.
He's a very important man.
Well, maybe we should eat his corned beef while he's gone.
I like that.
Hey, Joel's back.
I noticed some coleslaw missing, sir. What's up with that?
Well, you're lucky the meat's still there. Pickles. You gotta have the pickles.
Yeah, I ate too many of the pickles. We can get
You don't have pickles at a deli. Walk out, right?
Yeah, then you should just leave. I mean,
walk.
even as a vegetarian, there's nothing wrong with the pickles, right? There's no one who shouldn't be eating pickles.
So you believe that the pickle is half sweet then, rather than half sour? Is that right? To use it to put it in the deli, to live your life.
But is he a good Jew if he thinks that way though? I mean, Jews are supposed to be looking at the sour.
Half
side,
sour,
right?
exactly.
So you look at a deli, it's food that we relate to. It's a place to complain. You can bitch about a lot of things. You can complain about
Even the
food.
deli you're eating at.
Exactly. Complain about
Yeah,
the
you
food.
can complain about the calories you're eating. You can complain about the waitresses who smack you around. You can complain a lot of things.
So it's a complaint fest.
Yeah, well,
it's what it is. We
that
come
might
here.
be part
it's
of it. So that in that case, it should last forever. 'cause
But it's a sense of like love and belonging. It's in the walls here. It's in the recipes. These recipes were created because the booby wanted to please the grandchildren, and they taste like that.
They do taste
They
like that.
taste like that.
Yeah.
And the feel of this place feels like that. Nobody's going to come
And
here
you know
and
what?
tell you
There's-
to keep it down.
How about Real Food Daily? Do you do that?
I do real food
Real
deli.
Food
yes.
Daily's pretty
I
darn
do.
tasty.
Yeah, it's very quiet. You're not allowed to raise your voice there. I mean, even a guy like me can't even talk.
No, you'll be heard from the whole.
Yeah, like you get looks like, look at that douchebag. You think
Go
he
to a
owns
deli.
Yeah.
If you want to act like an asshole.
Is this a sign of like who the Jewish people are? Are we just loud and brash? And we need places to act that out?
Yes.
That's the key, right?
Oh my
You
God.
got it. I think that might have
Yeah.
been just.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is like this.
You guys go over there.
You guys, here's your little New York City. Go over there and be loud, brash, get in everybody's face. Look how loud I am. No one's even looking at me. No, I'm naked. Anybody? No, nothing. All right. There's no blood in my brain right now. I can't function. Everything's gone into the digestive system.
It's all gone.
It's all gone. I'm not capable of doing this show right now. What are we
didn't
doing
have
here?
deli
Why
food.
are we even here?
But you didn't even have deli food. So what are you talking about?
What do you mean I just had an entire package of basically salt. I think there's like maybe even a warning label on it. I think you can eat too much of this in one sitting. No one's ever. I don't know anybody's eating a whole packet of this usually. Look, I don't know if the deli is going to be here in 50 years or not. I know it's here now, and I know we've discussed many things of why I still yearn, even as a vegetarian, to go here. And I really do. And we got to have great company and laughs and great rye bread, and they had great meat, and I had fake bologna. But even with the fake bologna, this experience was definitely real, like the deli is.